days ago, I get online, and I see the Soul Shooters running their mouths about a match that they beat the Scarbonis in 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago, Truth Martini came into War Wrestling, and he bought these kids. There was these Italian kids. They were brothers. They were called the Scarbonis, and we beat them up. You know what I'm saying? That's what our boy teams. We beat them up, and we beat up Truth Martini, and it was cool.
You guys are living in the past. That's ancient history. And the Scarbonis know about history, because they make it every time they step between the ropes into the squared circle as the longest reigning tag team champions in World Wrestling history. You see, 10 years ago, the Soul Shooter's name might have carried some weight. But times have changed. And the name on the deed now is Scarbonis.
Soul Shooters looking to become tag team champions for the very first time. These two have gone on and on against one another over the past couple of years. This is a rivalry that has stemmed from deceit on Vinny from Jersey's part, as he's just sort of used his lawyers. He's done everything to keep the tag team championships in his team's camp. However, tonight, it's a steel cage, and his team cannot hide anymore, as they will be locked inside that ferocious structure you see there. As Nick Hahn finishes up his introductions, when this gets in, this is not going to be a wrestling match. You're not going to see a lot of wrestling holds. You're going to see four guys hell-bent on maiming the rest of the guys in the ring. This is the second to last match here at War 12. It has been an absolutely terrific show. Levi Cotter starting it off, winning in the flag match all the way through. So the last match we had, Ripper Blackheart absolutely got dealt with. That guy has been on the receiving end of a beating here tonight. I don't think that he's going to forget for quite some time. Now you can hear Vinny from Jersey.
For the past 6 weeks, I have been training for this match, okay? With MMA experts and jiu-jitsu masters. And there is nothing I would rather do tonight than beat the living shit out of the Soul Shooters. Unfortunately, I have developed tendinitis over the last 2 days from my training.
Come on.
And since this match is contracted to be a 3-on-2 match, and I am injured, there will be no tag team title match tonight.
Always looking for a loophole. So what are we going to do now, genius? So you see the champions walking out with their tails in between their legs. The challengers in the ring, ready to go. However, you heard Vinny from Jersey say there's going to be no tag team title match. So again, trying to skirt the rules, although I'm not sure how this is going to work out for his squad. If I know anything, Big Tom's back there, and this probably will come to an end here pretty soon. Fans in attendance are not happy about it at all. And there we go. I said there were going to be some guys in the back, and there are the guys in the back. The entire War Wrestling Hall of Fame class. You see Danny Daniels and Truth Martini out front, Jimmy V and Nate Matson in the back, and they are going to make sure that this one happens. Vinny from Jersey has done a great job of getting his team out of matches. A couple of years ago here at War 10, they were supposed to have a TLC match against the Painkillers. Somehow he and his lawyer, Foggy Nelson, worked up some ridiculous scheme in which they didn't end up doing that. They defended it in a 4-way. and ended up walking out the champions. That match involving the Highlanders and the Painkillers as well. Now all three of them being forced into the ring. Five guys locked in the ring with the referee, PJ Rodriguez, the official for this contest, and the only man to give two different speeches for the War Wrestling Hall of Fame. Now Mr. Main Event has found his way to the commentary booth. Look at it. All the guys just scuffling it out. Vinny from Jersey hiding in the corner, as he's pretty much used to doing.
I can't believe they made Vinny go back. Well, he's hurt.
He says he's hurt.
You think he's lying?
I'm sure he's lying. His mouth is moving.
I don't know about that.
Come on now. Look at him trying to climb out of the cage. He wants nothing to do with the Soul Shooters. He put his team in this match. Now he's trying to hightail it out of here. He would have been better served, I think, just to use the scaffolding. Okay, now his arm looks pretty good right now. How's his tendonitis?
I was totally waiting for him to fall off the cage.
I was kind of hoping for that. Again,
I didn't want him to by any means, but I was really waiting for that because it didn't look like he had an easy time going down.
Just the violence already displayed by the Soul Shooters. The Scarbonis have been the champs for 538 days. The second time they've actually held the belts twice. They lost them the second day of the 2013 Allen County Fair. So really, they've been champs for almost 750 days.
That's very impressive. They've Scarbonis, they're a class of their own.
They're something. I don't know that I would use the Scarbonis and class in the same sentence. You might. Now a full head of steam. Apollo Star. Do-si-do, and here comes Apollo. No! I don't know that you don't hope for Apollo Star and not Drew the Don Johnson. This one might be over quick with the pace.
Yeah, the Scarbonis really need to turn this thing around.
They are in a world of trouble as Drew is going to take over. He's got Sonny up. Look at a vertical suplex. Sonny's not a small man.
I've been a victim of that before, and I didn't like it.
I don't think he likes it very well either. Somehow they get a chair.
There we go.
Vinny, again, well enough to toss him in a chair. And they are just wailing away with it.
Sonny's got to get his bearings back after that big suplex. I felt that before, and it don't feel good.
I saw that one coming. I think that might have been the worst part of it. Now waiting, cutting the Soul Shooters off at the knees. As they're using that chair. I really hate to give this to the Scarbonis, but it's a brilliant strategy that they're utilizing right now.
Yeah, very well. Where did the chair come from? I didn't even see it come in.
Then he opened the door and put it through the slide on the side there.
Okay.
Again, that little rat is able to do whatever he wants. He's been very effective. He's now cheerleading on the outside. Always trying to duck physicality. And what do you call
right
that?
There, in my opinion, that was a 5-star knee drop there. I love how he jumps around with that wobbly knees before he does that.
So if I go to MrMainEvent.com, it'll say right there, 5-star knee drop.
More than likely.
I'll have to check that out later and take your word for it.
A lot of people don't agree with the Scarbonis or the tactics, but they are right up my alley with the stuff that they do. They're pretty much Mr. Main Event personified in a tag team form. If you divided Mr. Main Event into two people, made a tag team out of me, that's what you would have.
Is that why they each only have half a beard?
Yes.
That doesn't. It makes a lot of sense. Now it's the champions who are using the advantage in this one. The cage match dates all the way back to 1937. It was a chicken wire match, actually. But I don't know that I want my face cheese grated across that like Apollo Star just had.
I've been in one cage match in my life, and I didn't like that either. That cage does hurt.
There's not really anywhere to go. Apollo Star sending down both of the champions, much to the delight of this capacity crowd. And again, the chair comes into play. So really, Vinny for Jersey's strategy with bringing in that object has paid off.
Yes, it has.
And there's no rules, so he can do that. Anything to save his team's titles. Again, the 7th tag team champions.
See, the Scarbonis have slowed them down now. Now they're on their playing field. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Soul Shooters because they are a good team. Just maybe not as good as the Scarbonis.
Well, that remains to be seen. We'll see who is at the end of this match. Think about how monumental it is, though, if the Soul Shooters are able to get out of this deficit they're facing. They're just being beaten into the ground and end up winning this match. To be the guys who dethrone the Scarbonis.
That would be a trophy in its own. With or without belts, that would be a trophy in its own.
Going for the pin in the corner. Apollo Star able to kick out at 2. Opposite members of each team in control, as you see on opposite sides of the cage. This cage is going to stay in play for the main event, as the scaffolding that looms overhead will also come into play. Fans, they're definitely not on the Scarboni side. Very, very
what
pro.
What are they saying? I can't
shooters.
understand them.
I think they're chanting Soul Shooters. They're just doing it in a very demonstrative way. Trying to slow the pace down a little bit. It's interesting how the Scarbonis have gone about this match. They've used a little bit of power. Oh,
that hurt.
I just watched the cage. Hopefully they put it together and the cage holds before the main event. Drew going for the cover, only gets a 2.
He hit hard. I wonder if he's bleeding. Hit face first.
That's the second time now that he's been projectile launched off of this cage. Now both teams, again, we've traded off throughout this, but look, there you go. You got Sonny celebrating while Vinny's being put in a submission hold. Can you imagine if you turned around and watched him tap out?
You almost have to have eyes in the back of your head when all 4 guys are in there. Your head's got to stay on a swivel and constantly be looking, otherwise you either get hit from the back or you don't see that your partner's in trouble. That's how you can lose, too. You don't see your partner in trouble in time, thing's over, you take the loss.
I guess that's one thing that I'll ask you. How important is it to know you have a partner like the Scarbonis or like the Soul Shooters are, and you've been in enough tag team matches where you know at all times that guy is going to have your back.
Right.
Now, Scarbonis at least momentarily back in control. Vinny from Jersey always looming out there on the outside. Drew! Good night. I think Handsome Vinny just got his face rearranged. He's now not so handsome Vinny. Wow. That's the 3rd time now as they go for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh, that was close.
3rd time now.
A title change right there.
Yeah. I tell you what, the impressiveness of how the Soul Shooters have used this cage to their advantage is just, it's amazing.
Now, not to sound sick or anything, but I really want to see somebody's face just get rubbed against the cage like Ric Flair's used to, and just make their forehead a hamburger meat.
Well, given these 4 guys, you might.
I'm really hoping for it. Woo! There goes one.
Apollo. Look at that cage. The door is on that side. I think you can see it just shake.
I think you got the steel support thing there. I can't think of what it's called right now, but not the cage. Yeah, the beam. I think you got the beam on that one. Yeah, which hurts even more than the cage.
You got a little bit of everything now. Just sheer violence and brutality. And I don't know what else you would expect from the Scarbonis, although I'm not quite sure that they've asked this question many, many times about who's the man. Never once has it been a positive answer for them. Maybe that's something they think about not asking in the future. And again, I don't know how Sonny is going to feel after this match is over, because he has been lawn-darted throughout the entire building.
I think he's going to be hurting for a week.
Apollo.
Maybe more.
A chicken wing suplex goes for the cover. 1, 2. And I almost feel bad for Pichi Rodriguez being the only referee in this match. Although, with how they're using the cage, I'm not sure where you'd put another referee.
The Soul Shooters are taking a beating. They're just taking a good old-fashioned beating from the Scarbonis. While the Scarbonis are getting launched and thrown around the ring by the Soul Shooters are getting punched and kicked.
Again, not a bad strategy. It's random.
Right. The Scarbonis like that slower-paced match where they can just beat on you.
Well, it's kind of one of those things with the Soul Shooters that you got to watch out because they have such big high-impact moves, and at any point, Apollo Star is so good at getting into a submission with his martial arts background.
He's quick. Well, you got the one guy that's the power, and you got Apollo. He's the speed.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of power himself.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting, too. And again, for the Scarbonis, you always got to factor in the Vinny from Jersey factor. So a constant 3-on-2. As now.
And you know he's got to be yelling tips into him, telling him what to do.
Well, there's a power move. This time, again, Vinny always talks about his face. That's where he's taking most of the blows. Ooh. And Seguri just wiped out Sonny. And another high-impact move that he suffered.
He's got to be seeing stars right now. See, there's Apollo with his speed.
Seeing an Apollo star is what he's seeing. Now, round and round we go. Apollo has been a champion wherever he goes. He's had the War Wrestling Championship. Of course, he lost it in Ottawa to Caden Assad. In my opinion, was screwed out of it by Caden Assad. But has since come back with a refocused energy to become War Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And he and Drew have been here a long time. There's Vinny. This is the dumbest thing he could have done. Yes, he breaks up the pin.
Did Vinny just get in the cage? Vinny's in the cage.
Uh-oh. I think Vinny's about to eat some cage.
You know that fake injury he started with? I think it's about to become real.
I thought you said you believed him.
Well, yes, of course it's real.
It's in his head.
What you thought was fake is about to become actually real right now in more than one way.
Well,
there's watching out for each other right there.
That's that 3-on-2 advantage. Just at least Vinny's not going to get you to where Vinny from Jersey, where he's going to beat you. But if you let him, oh my God! You can
it
hear
might be over right there.
A high impact slam off the run. Apollo Star
just did a really smart move there by rolling under the bottom rope where he can't get pinned.
Now up on the shoulders, Drew. Well,
wow. I told you what's that. There's the power I was just talking about. Samoan drop and throwaway slam all in one move.
That's almost 500 pounds of human being that he just slammed. And now, again, there's the rat, Vinny from Jersey.
I'm kind of speechless with that one.
Oh, my goodness.
That was pretty awesome.
Wow.
Even though it happened to the team I want to win, that was pretty awesome. I have to give it to you. That was great.
They just got dealt with. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Vinny from Jersey hooks the leg and gets a 2 count. A 2 count back the other way.
Does he have to pin both of them?
He tried to pin either one of them. I think you just have to pin one.
Or is he just showing off?
I think he's
trying to be a big shot.
I think he is trying to be a big shot.
I mean, well, of course he is a big shot. He manages the Scarbonis, but you know what I'm
saying. He is about to not exist. Face first into the cage.
Oh, my word.
I don't know if that'll change the stupid look on his face or just add to it.
The crowd just wanting one more time.
So bloodthirsty throughout this entire show. They're chanting one more time. All right. Beautiful tag team move by the Scarbonis. That might win him the championship here. Apollo, leg hook, 1, 2.
I can't believe that. I can't believe he just kicked out.
Apparently Apollo is not done.
He's a fighter. I got to give it to him. He's never fought me.
I don't know.
But
I think that's
that showed that he is a fighter.
That's good for you. Even Al Snow couldn't help you out on that one. Elvis Elliott either. I don't know if you want to fight either one of those guys. Oh. There you go. Bring the chair in and have it used against you. Drew caught him right off the top rope.
This is not good for the Scarbonis.
Apollo.
One's down. The manager's down with the cage. The other guy's down with a chair to the face.
One,
and now
2,
that.
3.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. The Scarbonis just lost. Oh, my word. I can't believe that.
749 days. Poof. Gone. The first day of the new reign of the Soul Shooters is here as they become the 8th team to become World Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
I just can't believe that. I'm going to the back. I'll talk to you later.
You know, go find Vinny. See if you can find the pieces of him. Just one match left to go. It is inside that steel cage. It is for the World Wrestling Tag Team Championships. No, that one's gone. Now it's time for the big prize, the World Wrestling Championship. It's coming up next here at War 12.
Once again, your new Wrestling Tag Team Champions is Soul
Hey, come on, you know it? Yeah, baby! Right there, baby! Right there! Where's my other partner, dude? There he